Hey guys, Kitty here. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about garrisons. Garrisons, of course, from Warlords of Draenor. I get this question a lot when I'm streaming. Hey Kitty, do you still do your garrisons? Or hey Kitty, how do you set up your garrisons? And I just so happen to be doing some stuff with my garrison on this character, and I thought, like, why not I make a quick video about that. So yes, I still do my garrisons. I do them every day on all my characters to a certain extent. I only do my work orders when I need to fill them, and I do my missions every day, and that's about it. I do not touch my mine. I do not touch my herb garden. And I don't do the pet battle stuff anymore. I haven't done that in a really long time. If you don't know, gold garrisons are really good gold making opportunities. You should definitely try to take advantage of that. If you have a 110 character, you should definitely have a level 3 garrison for the purposes of Wintervale dailies. If you don't know, Wintervale dailies are dailies that happen for 2 weeks in the month of December. You need to have a level 3 garrison to unlock those dailies, and those dailies are probably the best gold making holiday there is. They allow you to obtain minions of Grumpus, the mount that usually sells for like 90k plus, as well as medallions of the Legion and Frozen Arms. That of course, Frozen Arms sells for like a few hundred gold, medallions are like 5 to 10k range, depending on the server. But I'm just going to go ahead and quickly explain how I personally set up my garrison, all my characters. Of course, everything is up to you. This is just how I do it. So all of my characters, no matter what they are going to have a salvage hut, a salvage yard, as well as an enchanter's hut. Enchanter's hut allows me to do temporal crystal shuffling. I do my work order for draining dust. I convert that draining dust into fractured temporal crystals, and which obviously 10 fractured temporal crystals convert into a temporal crystal, and you can go ahead and sell those on the auction house for like 50 gold, sometimes even higher. Draining dust is usually in the 1 gold range. And of course, the salvage yard allows me to trade in my large crates of salvage or my sacks of salvage goods for garrison resources, Warlords of Draenor materials, and as well as blues that you can then disenchant from the enchanter's hut for more draining dust or luminous shards that you can then sell in the auction house. So these two are a must on all my characters. The third building, the small one, depends on what professions I have. If you have a tailor, obviously you want the tailoring station that allows you to convert Sumptuous Fur to hexweave cloth, which then you can make hexweave bags, um, which are usually, I believe, still in the like 900 to 1,000 gold range on most of my servers. What's Region Valley? Region Valley is 1,100. So that's still easy gold making opportunities if you're a tailor. Um, when it comes to large buildings, if you're first starting off, of course you want an inn. What the inn does is it allows you to recruit a follower every week. And obviously you want to be taking advantage of that and getting the extreme scavenger trait that allows you to get garrison resources gained from missions by 200%. Because obviously garrison resources are pretty much the main gold making opportunity I take advantage of from my garrisons. And you want to do that every week if you have a fresh like garrison. I wouldn't go around flying around and doing missions or quests and stuff like that for followers, because you want that specific follower trait to maximize the amount of garrison resources you get from a mission. Like if a mission gives you like, I don't know, like 300 garrison resources, if you have 3 of those guys, it'll give you a few thousand garrison resources instead. And of course, every few days you get a maxed garrison cache of 500 resources. When it comes to the other buildings, you of course, if you wanted to, you can get a barn that allows you to trap beast for either raw beast hide or sumptuous fur, and it also gives you savage blood. So it's a pretty decent farm, but I haven't done that since Warlords of Draenor. I'm super lazy, and I just have no interest of doing that. Now, when it comes to missions, you want to make sure you have all of your followers max level. I don't know what the number is, but I believe like once you have like 3 followers above like 670 or 665 or somewhere around that range, you unlock the higher tier missions, and those missions, of course, allow you to obtain either once a week. It gives you a mission that you can obtain medallions of the Legion, which of course 5 to 10k gold, and Colfist Gromlings, which are usually a few k gold. You got Void Shrouded Satchels, the Battle on Account Trinket that you can sell for in trade chat, probably for like a few k gold. And all of the other rewards are pretty garbage, like the Trinket or the Cinder Pup and all that. You can also get missions that give you Savage Bloods. You can get missions that give you Primal Spirits. Primal Spirits are, of course, a bottle pickup currency that you can trade in over here to the vendor for Savage Bloods. Savage Bloods usually have a region value of around like 50 to 60 gold. So every 50 Primal Spirits, you can go ahead and trade that in for Savage Bloods. You can use Savage Bloods, sell a Savage Bloods, or go over here to the trading post and buy a bloody gold coin purse. I'll buy one for the video. And that just gave me 49 gold. Okay, so I lost gold. Let's not talk about it. Okay. Now the trading post is the main building that I use besides my small ones. The trading post allows you to convert your garrison resources into a Warlords of Draenor material. Now you 100% want to wait until the 16th day. The 16th day is like the lowest day the materials get. And there's pretty much four items I would recommend converting it into. True Iron Ore, Sumptuous Fur, Gorgon Flytrap, or Raw Beast Hide. You can go ahead and try your luck on some of the other items. I have had success selling some of the meat, but generally True Iron Ore is my go-to. So Flytrap has a region value of around 2.5, Raw Beast Hide around 3.6, Sumptuous Fur 3.5, and then of course True Iron Ore has a region value of just under 5 on my server. It's just under 10. My guy was at 10k resources, so I just went ahead and bought 600 of that, so that's an easy just under 6k gold for me on this character. Now, Sumptuous Fur is really good if you're a tailor, obviously because that allows you to continue doing your Hexweave cloth dailies as well as your work orders. So if you have a tailor, you can convert your resources into Sumptuous Fur and then into that stuff, so you don't have to like go and farm Sumptuous Fur. Of course, there are a few farms. You farm Sumptuous Fur as well as the barn, but that's usually what I do on a lot of my tailors. Otherwise, it's usually True Iron Ore. Sometimes I'll buy Dranic Dust if I'm feeling super lazy and I don't want to buy it. But generally, it's better to, if you wanted to take advantage of the Temporal Crystal Shuffling, to like buy True Iron Ore. Sell that True Iron Ore, I'll just take region value for 5 gold, and then buy your Dranic Dust for 2 gold, you know what I mean? Because you're making a 3 gold profit. And that's about it. Of course, there are, for the followers, if you want to get your followers to max level, of course it shows my, if you wanted to get your followers to, or at least not max level, but higher level, you want to go ahead and buy Frozen Arms. They're usually a few hundred gold, and that gives you 650 instantly armor and weapons. And then you can just do missions for these if you want, or of course if you have a large salvage yard and you open up these, it'll also give you weapon and armor upgrades, so you can then to get to like that 370 or 675 range. There of course are pet battles that you can do every day. You can also trade in your shiny pet charms to the vendor for some of these rewards. Some of these pets are like 2 to 4k gold. Toy is region values 8k gold. There is, of course, your mine in your garden. I do not do these. I am way too lazy to do these. I have way too many characters to do these. Level 3 mine and level 3 garden, you can go inside and mine. I don't know. If I had to guess, maybe around 50, 40, 50 of each. Black rock and true iron. I have no clue. I'm just guessing. And then, of course, your garden, you can go ahead and pick out your flowers. Garden's actually super fast. One thing to note, of course, in Warlords of Draenor, a lot of people don't remember this, but if you mine from a node, it does have a chance to spawn a little guy. Same thing with the garden. If you urban node, it has a chance to spawn a little guy that also gives you additional materials, but also has a chance to give you one of the battle pets. Ore Eater or the cloth, the sapling, I think it's called. It's like Ore Eater and one of the saplings. Those are battle pets that you can only get from Warlords of Draenor mining and herbing, and they do have a chance to spawn in the cave. You do have your fishing, but yeah, likes fishing, and that's pretty much it as far as I remember. For me personally, it's just I log on every day. I do my missions. If I have to fill my work orders, I'll fill my work orders. When my resources started getting up to 10k, I'll go and check, or near 10k, I'll go and check the trading post. If it's a 16 day, I'll dump my resources. And maybe if I'm not being lazy, I'll open up my large crates. I mean, I have 1,400 of these, so these just stack up. You can tell how lazy I am with opening up those. If it's not a 16 day, I'll just log out and wait till it's a 16 day and keep doing the process. Pretty simple. Just spending your resources, doing your work orders, and hopefully once a week you get lucky on a Medallion of the Legion or a Goldfish Gromling. That's pretty much it. Of course, I am always streaming every single day on Twitch, so if you want to, check down below, Twitch TV /KittyMauMau. And like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.